What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Prince. Shout out to all the folks who begun following the Prince reactions, and we now move to the next phase. Again, shout out to Stan for sharing the Black Album, as well as another mixed compilation, which we're going to go through. But first, we're going to go through a compilation that friend of the channel, Chris, sent over. It's called Prince 80s, and it features a number of tracks from some different releases in the 80s. The first of which is called Do Me Baby, which is apparently from an album from 1981 called Controversy. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward phrase. It feels like this has to be flirty, if not overtly sexual, but again, knowing the way he plays some different characters, including with different voices in his tracks, I feel like it could be a dialogue, it could be a narrative, a story, and the way that someone's flirting plays out. Or it just could be a sexy song with that kind of atmosphere. Now, I noticed it is like over 7 minutes long, so obviously it might have a similar flavor in terms of some of the tracks on the Black Album having extended sort of jam instrumental sections, so we'll see if that's the case. Let's find out. This is Prince, the tune is Do Me Baby, and it's the first track included in a compilation provided by a friend of the channel, Chris. Marvin Gaye vibes.
Here we are, this big old empty room, staring each other down. You want me just as much as I want you. Let's stop fooling around.
I've heard him sing high before, but I don't know if I've ever heard him sing like this before.
Here we are, looking for a reason for you to lay
I like those
me
little
down.
keyboard runs. Subtle.
For a love like ours is never out of season. So baby, please stop teasing me. What you do?
Could be part of the foreplay, my man.
Never love no other. You're the best I ever had. Whenever we're not close to one another, I just want you so bad, so baby, like you never done before. Ooh, give it to me till I just can't take no more. Come on, do me, baby, like you never done before. Ooh, I want you now, I just can't wait no more. I said,
It's like soul opera.
give it to me.
I didn't see coming after the first 2 minutes of the song. Holy smokes. He's like a vocal chameleon. I guess when it feels good, it feels good. Might wake up your neighbors with that, though.
Too strong. Sit there and watch.
It's getting kinkier by the second.
Alright.
It's like watching a radio broadcast of a sex scene.
You don't want to close your eyes.
Can't imagine why the album was called Controversy.
Isn't it supposed to take a long time? I'm not gonna stop until the war is over.
Until the war is over.
Help me.
It's like smooth soul the whole way, but little touches here and there, but it's
I'm so cold. Just hold me.
so not so much in the afterglow. So we did like tempo-wise, an incredibly clever song. It's, you know, it very much was. Is it actually over? But that's what I'm saying right there. Like, again, it's a Marvin Gaye. It's not over. Sorry, Prince. Now it's over with the gong. Is that it? I think we're good. But yeah, it's super sexy soul, again, Marvin Gaye style, but it's got some electronic, like, synth touches. It's got him doing some different voices. It's got him basically acting, like it's, you know, a vocal acting scene set to music. So yeah, like the back half of the tune especially, it was, you know, it sounds not only like musical, rhythmic, but it's, you know, it's theatrical, it's performative, it's dramatic. I imagine, you know, in its performance, it's visual. So ultimately, yeah, it's a very cheeky song in every respect of the word. Again, if that's an indication of the flavor of the album, it's a very funny and cheeky thing to call it Controversy. So, yeah, ultimately, that's a fun tune, and it's one that, you know, you play for like real sexy occasions perhaps, but also it's like, it's meta because it's sort of, you know, like it is a story of a sexual crescendo leading from a, like, oh, you're feeling this, I'm feeling this, we're both like seeing pink, you know, where like you can't even think straight because you're so turned on with the other person. It feels like it's that evolves into a fully physical endeavor, not just like a fully physical endeavor, but like, he's saying like, let's make love like we never have, like do things to me that you've never done before. Like he's pushing for like the most extreme, or not extreme in because that feels like it could be negative or positive, but it feels like the most intense and passionate sexual experience possible is what they're trying to pursue. So yeah, I like the way the tune builds, and like as it's doing that, it's getting a bit more sonically intense, and then it reaches the crescendo and then sort of parachutes down to this soft but also electronic and a bit like extended ending. Maybe that was the afterglow. So yeah, really clever and funny composition. Once again, he's doing like voices and vocal sound effects, if you will. So yeah, looking forward to more of his catalog, which again, I knew he had some hits, I knew he had some funk to his sound, I knew, again, he can sing in sort of a high, like with a bit of a wicked twist. Like I've heard, at least a few songs where I had some sense of his vocals, but I really did not know the range of his vocals, the variety of his vocals, and the creativity and originality of his tracks. Like a 7-minute track that, again, as with the Black Album, which I realized wasn't released at the time, but it's just like tunes that, they're not concerned like, oh, you got to end at 3.5 minutes. It's got to, be intro, verse, chorus, outro. Like you have to make it, it's like, it seems like all of his tunes are like, forget all that. We're just going to go wherever this goes. And, that could include me taking on different personas along the way. So really cool stuff. Let me know what you think. Once again, shout out to both Stan and to Chris. I appreciate it. Like I said, once we go through these tunes, I have Purple Rain waiting, and then after that we'll go through Stan's compilation mix, and after that we'll see what else we can do. So in any case, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Peace.